I'm gonna give you the story about that. That fight was real important to us because Tank came back home for his bags and stuff, and I was happy because Tank wasn't home because he kept getting to situations and his life changed. Because Floyd, don't get me wrong, Floyd did a lot of marvelous things for Tank, but I already knew this was going to happen before Tank even got with Floyd, before he even got with Allen. It's just Kenny used to always tell me a fighter like that come every 10 years. And Tank didn't, he wasn't looking at all that, but in my head, looking at how I was grooming him, how I was I got videos that a guy named Omar made. He heard me. He said, yo, we're going to sign with Al. We're going to get with Floyd. And I was just talking. And I didn't even recognize I said it. And that was 5 years before Tank even got where he was at. And everything I sit there and say, man, and people don't understand, what comes out of here and comes in existence, that's from your Lord. You already had what you had because he already gave it to you. It's just how you go about getting it.
Yeah, very
So the
true.
story with Pedraza, Tank and Floyd went through some situations. It's coming out slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And I told Tank, I said, yo, we fucked up. I keep it real with him. I said, the main thing you can do right now is keep winning. You know what I'm saying? And I knew Floyd was going to get his back. I knew it. When Tank missed weight with that belt, with the Pedraza fight, that was his get back. He was happy with that. The night Tank won that, he was like this. He looking. Floyd didn't bother him. Tank came back to me again. Came back to Pops. Tank was all fat and everything. And I stood there and took him to my man Ray, Fun's dad. That's another kid. I got kids, man, that actually helped me through my traumas. They pulled me through my stuff that I was going through, that they stuck with me and said, Coach, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And Tank came back with his bag. And he told me the story, and I said, yo, we got one thing we can do. We're going to keep winning because he's going to get us back. And, man, me and Kenny, man, we put a camp down. It was our first camp. We're going into an undefeated fighter, Olympian, and a world title. He was a world title. But the trick is, we know Pedraza, but Pedraza didn't know Tank. The amateur world knew Tank. All the fighters in the DM, everybody knew Tank. They knew who Tank was. But there was the first time Tank was on this level. So mentally, I had to keep his mental sharp. I didn't worry about the fight because he grew up in this thing. Tank actually born into this boxing game. When we watching TVs and tapes, he was sitting right there with us because he wanted to be around us. He wanted to go with me. I mean, Tank used to get in trouble. So I had to take him with me when I'm working or doing whatever I'm doing. And when he came to me, man, he put the work in. I'm going to tell y'all a story, man. Tank fainted the night of the fight. And I took him up and threw him in the pool and woke his ass up. And Russ looked at me and said, yo, this motherfucking crazy right here. It made Tank jump right back and went to work. That punch that he knocked Pedraza out with, that's Kenny punch right there. The same, we worked on it. And Floyd was like, this nigga gonna sink or he was gonna swim.
Man.
Tank only had one sparring partner. His name was Dayday. He was my lead sparring partner. The rest of them was the amateurs in the gym, all the kids. Man, watching that fight, I thought I was sitting at my Spanish friend house, watching it on TV, because that's how we used to go over his house and watch TV. His wife used to cook us food, and we watched. And man, I watched Tank. Everything we did in camp, Tank was doing it in that ring that night. But the funny thing about it, when we was at the weigh-in, it felt like we was by ourselves because we felt like we was on the B-side, like we was being set up. And Tank came to me, he said, yo, we by ourselves. I said, nah, Tank, we ain't by ourselves. I said, watch tomorrow. I said, you don't know who I really am. But tomorrow you're going to see it. All the work that I had done, standing on the corner with the pads, raising money to get them to tournaments. The people came out and supported us.
Just powerful.
And New York City, man, whole Baltimore was in the house. That's all you could hear was be more. So I looked at Tank. I say, Tank, don't look at the crowd, because the crowd will snatch you up. So he didn't look at the crowd, he looked up in the rafters. And man, when he got in that ring with that uniform on and started swaying, I said, he ain't gonna be beat tonight.
Yeah.
I said, this boy built for this shit.
That's
Hell
powerful.
yeah.
I said,
Hell yeah.
who's built for this shit? Man, this nigga put that work together. I couldn't believe it.
Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, 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 you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Nietzsche in these streets ain't no roots. He say, cause oh, this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy.